Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lickle Dashy Creations. And in this video today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this solid granny square. I absolutely love this one. It's such a great design, really easy to do, great for beginners. They make really nice blankets on their own in lots and lots of different colours, or you can mix them with other granny squares. I'm using a merino soft today. This is from Sheepjes and it's a 4mm, so I have my 4mm hook. I'll also be using UK terminology, but I will put a little conversion on there for any of you guys that are watching from over in the US. So hello from across the pond, and let's get started. Right, so to begin with, we're going to make a slip knot and just tie on to our crochet hook. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to join this chain of 4 together just by doing a slip knot from the first stitch to the last stitch, and then we're going to work our stitches into the center of this ring. So we're going to begin by chaining 3, and then we're going to work 2 treble crochets into the center because this is going to count as our first treble crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and we're going to work 3 treble crochets into the center. And then we're going to chain 2 again and work another 3 into the center. One, 2, and 3. I'm trying to catch my tail end into the stitches as well, so that will help me pull this ring nice and tight. So just catch them in, chain 2 again, and do one last set of 3 treble crochets into the center. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then we can chain 2. And then we're going to join together by doing a slip stitch into the top of this first chain 3 that we did. I go right through and slip in. And that is round 1 complete. Okay, so now ready for round 2. And we're going to begin by chaining 3. And then we're going to work a treble crochet into the top of these 2 treble crochets here. So we're going to yarn over, insert hook. Oops. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and the same into the next one. We're then going to do 2 treble crochets into this corner space here. 1, 2. We're then going to chain 2 because this is going to be a corner, and we're going to do 2 more trebles into the same space. And 2. We're then going to work a treble crochet into the top of the next 3 trebles that we did. So we're going to start here and work a treble, and then move along to the next one. again to the next one. And then we're going to work 2 into the corner. That's 1, 2, and then we're at a corner again, so we're going to chain 2 and work 2 more trebles into the corner space. 1, 2. We're then going to work into the top of the next 3 again, so we're starting here. One, 2, and into the next one. 3. We're at the corner again, so another 2 trebles, or doubles if you are watching from the US. Chain 2, 2 more into this corner space. And then again, 1 into the top of this next 3. 1, 2, 3, 2 into the corner again. 1, 2, chain 2, 2 more into the corner. And then we're back to where we started, so that we're going to join into the top of the chain 3 that we did. Right through there, pull through the yarn and pull through the yarn. And there we have round 2 complete. Here we're now ready for round 3, so we're going to do exactly the same again. So we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to work our treble crochets into the top of each of the treble crochet below, plus 2 into the corners. So we're moving to our next one, which is here. And then we're going to work all the way along to the corner space. Now at our corner, so we can do 2. And then we can chain 2 and work 2 again into that same corner. On row 3, each side should have 11 treble crochets in there. So we've got our 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 9, and then 2 in the corner will make 11. And then we can chain 2 and do our 11 again right across this side. back to the corner again so we can chain 2. And then complete another 11 over this side, starting with 2 in the corner. 2 and in here. Chain 2, 2 in the corner, and then we should have 2 spaces left, or 2 treble crochets to do 1 in the top of. So we'll do 1 in the first one, and then our last one in the second one, and then we're back to where we started, so we're just going to join in the top of our chain 3. There we go, and that is round 3 complete. Okay, so we're ready for round 4, and in each round we'll be increasing by 4 treble crochets altogether. So if the last round had 11 on each side, in this round there'll be 15 on each side. But we'll start as always by chaining 3 and then begin in our next top of the next treble crochet, and then continue all the way along in exactly the same way as we have been. Okay, so I've got the last part of this round to finish, so we'll just do 2 in the corner. As always. And then there should be 4 left to do on this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, got a bit caught. It happens, especially with this merino soft wool, it can be a bit catchy. Just go nice and steady. And we found our way back, so as always we'll join into the top of our chain 3. And there we have round 4 complete. Okay, so we're ready for our next round. This will be our final round in this one. So as this one had 15 treble crochets on each side, this next row is going to have 19 treble crochets on each side. You can obviously stop here if this is the size that you want, or you can just go on and go on until you get to the size that you want your square to be. But I'm going to do one more row for my square. So as always, chain 3 to begin with, and then treble crochets all the way along. Okay, so we're almost at the end of this round. And back to where we started, so as always, join with a slip stitch. And then this is how big I want my square to be, so I'm going to just tie off. So I'm just going to pull out my yarn and snip, and then just pull through my end. And there we have our solid granny square. So all that's left to do is to tie in your ends. You can pull this middle part quite tight, but you just need to weave your ends into the back of your work to make it nice and neat. I would also recommend popping this on a block just overnight, just spraying it with a little misting of water and blocking. It just makes them very nice and conform. As you can see, this one has been on the block, so it's nice and straight. It's got some nice sharp corners, and this one will look exactly the same after it's been blocked. But I really hoped you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.